I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. You had a goal, but not suddenly. 'Cause you're the only one.
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap, I smoke soap with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. You had a goal, but nothing remained. 'Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good and winning.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You had a goal, but nothing remained. 'Cause you're the only one.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Math Label. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Shady. Aftermath. Gee, you nick. Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get it crackin' in the club when you hear the shit. Drop it like it's hot, get the work in that back. Girl, shake that thing, yeah, work that thing. Let me see it go up and down. Rotate that thing, I wanna touch that thing when you make it go round and round. Step up in the club, I'm like, who you with. G-Unit in the house, yeah, that's my clique. Yeah, I'm young, but a nigga from the old school. On the dance floor, a nigga doing old moves. I don't give a fuck, I do what I want to. I hit your ass up, boy, I don't want you. Better listen when I talk, nigga, don't trip. Yo, heat in the car, mine's in this bitch. I ain't tryna beef, I'm tryna get my drink on. Now my diamonds, my fitted, and my mink on. I'ma kick it at the bar till it's time to go. Then I'ma get shorty here and I'ma let her know. All a nigga really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off, pull them down just a little bit. Get the kissing and touching a little bit. Get the licking it in a little bit. 50 coming out your stereos. Hard to tell though, cause I switched the flow. Eyes a little low, cause I twist the jaw. Pockets on swole, cause I move the O's. My neck, my wrist, my ears is froze. Come get your bitch, she on me, dawg. She must have heard about the dough. Now Captain, come on and say la ho. I get it crunk in the club, I'm off the chain. #1 on the chart all the time, man. When the kid in the house, I turn it out. Keep the dance floor packed, that's without a doubt. But shorty shake that thing like a pro, man. She backed it up on me, I'm like, oh man. I got close enough to her so I know she could hear. System thumping, party jumping, I said loud and clear. All a nigga really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off, pull them down just a little bit. Get the kissing and touching a little bit. Get the licking it in a little bit. Baby, you got me feeling right, you heard me. My mama gone, you can spend the night, you heard me. I ain't playing, I'm trying to fuck the night, you heard me. Clothes off, face down, ass up, come on. All a nigga really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off, pull them down just a little bit. Get the kissing and touching a little bit. Get the licking it in a little bit. All a nigga really need is a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. We can head to the crib in a little bit. I can show you how I live in a little bit. I wanna unbutton your pants just a little bit. Take them off, pull them down just a little bit. Get the kissing and touching a little bit. Get the licking it in a little bit. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Yeah.
One more taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got.
Come on.
Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
You can have it your way. How do you want it? You gon' back that thing up or should I push up on it? Temperature rising, okay, let's go to the next level. Dance floor jam-packed, hot as a tea kettle. I break it down for you now, baby, it's simple. If you be an info, I'll be an info. In the hotel or in the back of the rental, on the beach or in the park, it's whatever you into. Got the magic stick, I'm the love doctor. How your fans teasing you about how I sprung, I got you. Wanna show me you can work it, baby? No problem, get on top, then get to bounce around like a low rider. I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this shit. After you woke up a sweat, you can play with the stick. I'm trying to explain, baby, the best way I can. I melt in your mouth, girl, not in your hand. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. One more taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
Girl, what we just between me and you, yeah. Give it to me, baby, nice and slow. Climb on top, ride like you're in a rodeo. You ain't never heard it sound like this before, cause I ain't never put it down like this. Soon as I come through the door, she get the pulling on my zipper. It's like it's a race who could get undressed quicker. Isn't it ironic how erotic it is to watch in thongs? Had me thinking about that ass after I'm gone. I touch the right spot at the right time. Lights on or lights off, she like it from behind. So seductive, you should see the way she whine. Her hips in slow-mo on the floor when we grind. Long as she ain't stopping, homie, I ain't stopping. Dripping wet with sweat, man, it's on and popping on my champagne campaign. Bottle after bottle is on, and we gon' sip to every bubble and every bottle is gone. I take you to the candy shop, I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Boy, one taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I take you to the candy shop.
Hey, Em, you know you're my favorite white boy, right? I owe you for this one.
I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your ass to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong.
I'm innocent in my head, like a baby bone dead. Destination heaven, sitting politic with passengers from 9/11. The Lord's blessings leave me lyrically inclined. Shit, I ain't even got to try to shine. Guards and seamstress that tailor fitted my pain. I got scriptures in my brain, I can spit at your dame straight out the good book. Look, niggas is shook. 50 fear no man, warrior. Swing swords like Conan. Picture me, pen in hand, write lines, knowing the source of quoted. When I die, they'll read this and say a genius wrote it. I grew up without my pop, shit that make me bitter. I caught cases, I cocked out this, that make me a quitter. In this white man's world, I'm similar to a squirrel, looking for a slut with a nice butt to get a nut. If I get shot today, my phone will stop ringing again. These industry niggas ain't friends, they know how to pretend.
Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your ass to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your ass to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong.
You've been patiently waiting to make it through all the hating, debating whether or not you can even weather the storm. And as you lay on the table, they operating to save you. It's like an angel came to you, safe from the heavens above.
They think they're crazy, but they ain't crazy, let's face it. Shit, basically, they just playing sick. They ain't shit, they ain't saying shit. Spraying 50 A to the K, get in the way. I bring drain them with me and turn this day into fucking mayhem. You staying with me? Don't let me lose you, I'm not trying to confuse you. When I let loose with this Uzi and just shoot through your Isuzu. You get the message, am I getting through to you? You know it's coming, you motherfuckers don't even know, do you? Take some big and some pop, and you mix them up in a pot. Sprinkle a little Big L on top. What the fuck do you got? You got the realest and illest killers tied up in a knot. The juggernauts of this rap shit, like it or not. It's like a fight to the top just to see who died for the spot. You put your life in this, nothing like surviving a shot. Y'all know what time it is, soon as 50 signs on this dot. Shit, what you know about death threats, cause I get a lot. Shady Records was 80 seconds away from the towers. Some cowards fuck with the wrong building, they meant to hit ours. Better evacuate all children, nuclear showers, there's nothing spookier. You're now about to witness the power of fucking 50.
Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your ass to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong. Gang squad here, all of the shots go off. It's 50, they say it's 50. See a nigga laid out with his fucking top blown off. It's 50, man, that wasn't 50. Don't holler, my name.
Shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And if you got a glass jaw, you should watch your mouth, cause I'll break your face. Have your ass running, mumbling to the J. You're going against me, dog, you're making a mistake. I split your lead, you're looking like the Michael Jackson jackets with all them zippers. I'm the boss on this boat, you can call me skipper. The way I turn the money over, you should call me flipper. Yo bitch a regular bitch, you calling her wifey. I fucked and feed her fast food, you keeping her icy. I'm down to sell records, but not my soul. Snoop said this in '94, we don't love them hoes. I got pennies for my thoughts, now I'm rich. See the 20 spinning, looking mean on the 6. Niggas wearing flags, cause the colors match their clothes. They get caught in the wrong hood and filled up with hoes, motherfucker.
Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You stun if you want and your ass will get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You stun if you want and your ass will get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fucking fall off, you're so wrong.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the funk, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where those cowards going. But are you still down, nigga? Holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The future's in my eyes. Cause all I want is cash and things. I 5 double low, bands wanting flashy rings. Bitches pursue me like a dream. Been known to disappear before your eyes, it's like a dope fiend. It seems my main thing was to be major. Paid the game sharper than the motherfucking razor blade. Save money, bring bitches, bitches bring lies. One nigga's getting jealous and motherfuckers die. Depend on me like the first and 15. They might hold me for a second, but we both gon' get me. We got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug like every time they pass. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player, cause even getting high. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me.
I never would've dreamed in a million years I'd see so many motherfucking people who feel like me, who share the same views and the same exact belief. It's like a fucking army marching in back of me. So many lives I touched, so much anger aimed in no particular direction. Just sprays and sprays and straight through your radio waves. It plays and plays till it stays stuck in your head for days and days. Let's do the math. If I was black, I would've so have. I ain't have to graduate from Lincoln High School and all that, but I can rap, so fuck school. I'm too cool to go back. Give me the mic, show me where the fucking studio's at. When I was underground, no one gave a fuck. I was white, no labels wanted to sign me. Almost gave up. I was like, fuck it, until I met Drake. The only one who would pass gave me a chance, and I lit a fire up under his ass. Helped him get back to the top. Every fan black that I got was probably his in exchange for every white fan that he's got. Like damn, we just watch, sitting back, looking at shit. Wow, I'm like my skin is just starting to work to my benefit now.
Got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug like every time they pass. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player, cause even getting high. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player, cause even getting high. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me.
They got the shipment. What? They got the whole shipment. I want that son of a bitch dead. I want him dead. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night with a pistol in his head.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the front, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, are you still down, nigga? Holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally freed me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Till I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The future's in my eyes. Cause all I want is cash and things. A 5 double low, bands wanting flashy rings. Bitches
pursue me like a dream. Been known to disappear before your eyes, it's like a dope fiend. It seems my main thing was to be major, paid the game sharper than the motherfucking razor blade. Say money bring bitches, bitches bring lies. One nigga's getting jealous and motherfuckers die. Depend on me like the first and 50. They might hold me for a second, but before gon' get me. We got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug life. Every time they pass, all eyes on
DJ
me. Live life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live life of a boss play. All eyes on me. 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 Live life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live life of a boss play.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground.
So much trouble in the world, nigga. Ain't nobody feel your pain. The world's changing every day, time's moving fast. My girl said I need a race, how long will she last? I'm caught between my woman and my pistol and my chips. Triple beam, got some smokers, all whistle as a dip.
The feds is watching, niggas plotting to get me. Will I survive, will I die? Come on, let's picture the possibilities of giving me charges. Lawyers making a grip, I told the judge I was raised wrong. And that's why I blame shit. Was hyper as a kid, cold as a teenager. On my mobile calling big shots, on the scene major. Packing hundreds in my drawers. Fuck the law, bitches I fuck with a passion. I'm living rough and raw. Catching cases at a fast rate, rolling in the fast lane. Hustle till the morning, never stop until the cash came. Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, cause even getting high. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down, now it's time to floss my shit. Keep your head up, nigga, make these motherfuckers suffer. Up in the bins, burning rubber. The money is mandatory, the hoes is for the stress. This criminal lifestyle, you crook with the bulletproof vest. Make sure your eyes is on the meal ticket. Get your money, motherfucker, let's get rich and real. Kick it, all eyes on me. Little life is a thug nigga until the day I die. Little life is a boss play. All eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Little life is a thug nigga till the day I die. Little life is a boss player, cause even getting
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground.
all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Little life of a boss player, cause even getting high.
Made a bunch of positive records like Brenda's Got a Baby, and
all my shit is positive. All my shit is positive. That's the white man got you thinking my shit is negative and positive. All my shit positive because it tell niggas to swing back. It tell sisters to swing back and it tell niggas to swing back. If that ain't positive, crack don't sell.
Say they ready for the funk, say they ready for the funk, ready for the funk, but I don't think they know it. Say they ready for the funk, say they ready for the funk, ready for the funk, but I don't think they know it. Say they ready for the funk, say they ready for the funk, ready for the funk, but I don't think they know it.
DJ Mimo.
All I want is cash and things, and 5 double low, bands wanting flashy rings.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground.
All eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live my life as a thug till the day I die. Live my life as a thug till the day I die.
Yeah, you know what the fuck this is. Open your motherfucking ears, pay attention. You in the mix with my homeboy, DJ Mimo.
Oh yeah, good morning. That is Uncle Lou here. That's right, it is me, Uncle Lou, live on LouTube for you. Thanks for watching. This is the Lunch Money Show every Monday night at 10 p.m. with me and Pigskin Pete. What's up, Pete?
Whatever that video you just played during the intro, I could have listened to that for 2 hours. It probably would have been better than this show anyway.
That's some good music there, yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, that's some good music.
I love him.
Guess what? Remember last week we talked. So we were talking about doing the odds today, and I said, well, before we do the show, I'm going to sit down and I'll make out the list of names so I don't have to do it live on the air. Well, because I'm lazy and I never delete anything off of my OBS, I had an old set of odds already on here.
Oh God!
So
from when, like 2021 or something?
Well, this had to have been, I guess, 2 years ago, maybe, because I didn't do the odds last year. You did, so I don't know.
That was a disaster. Yeah.
Really how old it is, but it's kind of funny to look at it. You were number 1, I was 4, C Dog was dead last, TK was 15, it's just kind of funny to look at the odds. So what I did is I haven't changed it any. Of course, we're going to change it around the night. And I did go in and delete a few names of like people that I know for sure said they weren't coming this year. Like I think Celine was on here. I think Friction Vixen was on here.
Big Dog. Well, what is going on with Big Dog Brett? Do we know?
I haven't heard from him in a year or longer.
Should we call him?
I don't have.
I mean,
number.
like now. Is it too late?
I don't know. I don't have his number. I'm not calling him.
I mean, I can call him if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. I don't call people and ask them to come to the Slob Olympics. But
that's it. Well, I'm not asking him to come. I'm asking him if he's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. I just don't know.
I mean, I operate under the assumption that if people are coming, they let us know. So but I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him, so I don't know one way or the other. But I also have the list of names that we came up with a couple of weeks ago of people who are coming.
Okay.
So that combined with this odds list that we have from a couple of years ago will make it a lot easier, I think, to do the odds tonight. So we'll get to that in a few minutes. Of course, these are not this year's odds. This is a couple of years old, so we'll move these names around. And here's the way it'll work. Me and Pete are coming up with the odds, and that's about all there is to it. And then if anybody wants to change the odds, we'll do it like we've done it every single year. You just send a super chat or a Cash App or a PayPal and say you want this person moved wherever. You can only move people one spot per dollar. That's how it's going to go. So that's just what it is. One spot per dollar. So you don't think somebody should be number 4. You think they should be number 6. Well, then you got to send $2 and say, move them down to 6. That's just how it's going to work. We've done that every year. That's what we'll do again this year. And by the end of the show, we'll come up with the consensus odds for this year's Slob Olympics. So again, this is not this year's odds that you're looking at on the screen right now. This is a leftover odds sheet from a couple of years ago. Me and Pete will move these names around. We will add the names of the people who are not on here that are coming. You know, we got Millis Vanillis, Crimson Brave. I don't think D4 is on here. So we got a lot of names to add to the list. So we will get to that today. That'll be mainly what we do today. But anyway, happy Monday. Hope everybody's week has gotten off to a good start. Let's see who's hanging out with us today. A Ohio, Micah, J Shipe, Stingray, LS Momo 55, Millennium, Hogman, That Man Baked Bro, Nick DTV, Flaming Sports Media, Traveling Fools, Jackson Porter, Nate the Great, Matt Dummett. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Dylan Deloney, G-Man. I have no idea if Edward's coming on tonight or not. If he does show up, we'll keep it short and sweet with him because we have important things to do as they relate to the Slob Olympics, which is less than 2 weeks away, by the way. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend is the Slob Olympics. The competition itself will take place Saturday, March 2nd, 10 a.m., Panama City Beach, on the beach, right in front of the Days Inn on the beach. So we've been saying it for 10 months now. Everyone who wants to come or has an interest in coming should be aware of the dates and times and the hotels and all that by now. So if you waited to the last minute, you got, I guess, 8 or 9 days to make your plans, and hopefully we'll see y'all there. What else?
You know what's a little concerning is that nobody's made a Slob Olympics training video yet this year.
Yeah,
and I think that the reason is because they didn't have meat. You know, I'm not leading the blind this year. I didn't put one out, and as a result, we're not getting any.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either. There's usually at least 4 or 5 people a year that put one out. Sea Dog usually puts one out.
I put out multiple every year so far.
Yeah.
I've got more Slob Olympics training videos than anybody that's ever existed. I do. Yeah, I've got like 7. And we're going into year 4 of this thing.
Yeah. Hogman, thank you for the super chat. He says, add my son-in-law. His name is Spaz Williams. All right, I'm not going to put it on the screen yet. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'm adding it to the list of names here that I have written down. Pete, let me go through this list of names because it's been a couple of weeks since we made this list. And then you guys in the chat, too. If you can think of anybody that you know is coming that I don't name, and I'm about to go through a long list, then let us know in the chat. And also, if I happen to name somebody that we have since found out is not coming, remind me of that too. I'd like to scratch as many names off this list or add as many names to it as I can before we start doing the odds, because then it just creates a mess if I have to add or subtract names. So I've got Millis Vanillis, and as far as I know, he's still coming.
I think he is. Yeah.
I've got Crimson Brave. Now I have no idea if he's coming or not.
I think now I don't know for sure. But I've heard that he is coming.
All right.
Is he? I don't know if he's coming on his own or if he's riding with somebody else. Yeah, I think he's coming.
Okay. Me and you, Nate the Great, Deacon MMA.
Who is that?
Must be somebody that said they were coming, so I wrote their name down.
Okay.
I haven't heard that they're not coming, so I guess we're operating under the assumption that they still are coming.
Okay.
So we'll leave their name on here for now. D4 I know is coming. Huffer Billy Paul is coming. Matt Dummett I know is coming for sure. Neo is in the chat tonight, and I saw him say he is coming, although he's probably not coming till Saturday morning.
Is he bringing Lizard with him?
I don't think so.
All right.
Traveling Fools I know is coming. Ballard Sports Media is coming. BVD is coming.
Of course he is.
Law Tide is coming. Friction Vixen is not coming. Cross that name off.
Yeah.
Which means we can cross Traction Jackson's name off. Mrs. Pete, most likely against her will, is coming, along with BA, also against her will.
Yeah.
Spaz Williams is coming, so says Hoghead. LW, are you in here, LW? He's on here. I haven't heard that he's not coming, so I guess we'll leave his name on there unless somebody knows something about that I don't know. Yeah. TK, I'm going to leave TK on here, but per usual, I'll believe TK's coming when she shows up there. Celine Driver is not coming. He's having hemorrhoid surgery. Is Rooster's coming, right?
You know what?
I think he is.
I think so. Yeah. I don't think I've heard him officially declare that he's coming, but I'm assuming that he is.
I know he threatened to beat up Sir UGA there.
Oh yeah. So if he's going to beat up, yeah, in order to beat up Sir UGA, he's got to be there. You're right.
Yeah. All right. So we're leaving him
he's
there.
coming.
Nick D TV is coming. Jay Shipes, are you going to have to drive in reverse again, Jay? And then at the last minute say you're not coming? Like, remember last year he said he couldn't come because his truck would only drive in reverse?
Yeah.
I don't understand these people that come up with these weird excuses instead of just saying, you know what, I'm not coming. And that's all there is to it. There's always
tried to do that this year.
Yeah.
He said, first of all, Millis Vanillis drives a Beetle Bug car.
Right.
And he said that it was on stilts. Now, this is last week. This is a week ago. Right. And I said, well, the Slob Olympics isn't for another 2.5 weeks or a week and a half or whatever it is. Like, don't tell us you're not coming because your car's on stilts 2 weeks before the event.
Right.
I mean, the only place that takes longer to fix a car than him is where you took your car, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Jay says he is coming. Okay, good. Slim Shady Canes, he's coming. VicTube is coming. Colby. As far as I know, Raleigh is still letting Colby come. I hope.
Yeah.
Nature Boy.
Yeah, he's
I
coming.
believe is coming. Hogman is coming. Now, Rec Talk is not coming.
Yeah.
So I'm scratching him off. But Sea Dog is coming.
And he's bringing 18 people with him, but I think that he's the only one competing, though.
Yeah, I think so too. Big Dog Brett. I'm not going to put him on here. He didn't come last year, and no one has heard from him since last year. So I'm just not going to.
What he does, though, you remember he just showed up to Pigeon Forge?
Well, yeah, but he was telling everybody he wasn't coming. Like right now, he's just not doing anything.
That's a good point.
I mean, I hope he comes, but he didn't come last year, and no one's heard from him this year, so I'm just not going to add him to the odds. And
I just figured last year he was just mad about what happened the year before, so he had like a 1 year pity party. But it's 2024 now; it's time to get over that.
Yeah, I think so too. And then Goose Man.
Oh, Goose is coming.
That's what I heard, but I don't know. He's on the list.
Yeah, but I think he lives pretty close to there. I mean, when I say close, I mean not 8 hours, maybe 3 or something.
Doesn't he live in Louisiana?
Yeah, I think he lives in New Orleans somewhere around there.
All right, and that's it for the list that I have. So,
well, Squid Tard's in the chat. He's coming.
Okay, let's add Squid Tard.
Yeah.
That would be fair to do. Squid.
How many is that?
Tard. All right, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Squid Tard makes 30.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And that's without Big Dog Brett on there, right?
Yeah.
And who is the other one that we don't know if it's coming that says that they might come, but we don't know? I can't. Well, 30.
That's 30, not counting Brett. If Brett comes, it'd be 31. Yeah. Does anybody in the chat know of anybody that's coming that we didn't name there?
All right, so you got Octavian.
Yeah, let's put Octavian on here, but again, he's in the TK category. He's in the TK/Celine driver category, but I will put him on here.
The last time I talked to Octavian, which I think was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, he did say he was coming for sure. Now, again, sort of like TK, we don't know if he's coming until he shows up type thing. And I haven't seen or heard from him since that last time I talked to him. Have you?
Yeah, I talked to him last Tuesday, and he said he was coming.
Okay. All right. I think he's coming. If he says he's coming.
He called into my shoe and said he was coming. So,
all right.
Yeah, so I've got him added too. Flaming Sports Media. I think I saw him in the chat tonight. Says he's coming.
Tiger Baskins, Jay says, yeah, that's a good question.
He's on the Big Dog Brett plan, where he no longer associates with any of us. And ever since you retired from your Friday night show, no one hears from him anymore.
You know what? That's actually true. Yeah.
That was the only place we ever heard from him. And you took that away from him.
Well, he doesn't do any 3 a.m. Fortnite streams anymore, or
not that I've seen lately.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Well, do we need another black dude then?
Yeah, that's the deal. That's why we're really counting on Octavian, because Tiger Baskins has been our token black guy for a while, and if he's no longer participating, we really need Octavian to step up here.
Yeah, because otherwise, with you running around in the Pope outfit, it's going to look like a Klan rally out there.
Right, and we don't need that. We don't need that at all. Yeah, we got Ballard on the list, Hogman. He's on the list. Token brown guy. Yeah, if you know any Mexicans, send them on down. Fine.
We could probably put Arizona Tucson 93 in blackface. Would that work?
Yeah.
No.
Of course it would.
I mean, it's an idea. Dula's coming. I think you said him though.
That's let the big dog eat. Now he's not on the list, but he is on the screen. It's but I'll add them to the list too. Let the big dog eat. All right, so that's 31 or 32 now we're up to.
Oh, A. Ohio apparently is a person of color. Can you come? I know you're stuck in Ohio. I mean, listen to me, sir. There's any reason necessary to get out of that state for a couple of days is a good reason to come.
Yeah, here's what we need. Right now, what we have is a bunch of white people and one Chinese person. So we're looking for the other 3 races. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. This is just how I keep it simple in my mind. There's 5 races. There's white people, there's black people, there's Chinese people, there's Mexican people, and there's Indian people. That's it. So we only have 2 of the 5 right now. So A, Ohio, if I don't know if you're black, Mexican, or Indian, but if you are, we could really use you. I mean, we could use you either way, honestly, but we're really looking to fill quotas on the blacks, the Mexicans, and the Indians.
And also, you have to actually be that. You can't just identify as being that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be a white guy who thinks he's not white.
Dylan, Middle Easterns are Indians. And also Indians are Indians. Eskimos are Indians.
Can we get Kangaroo Black? You know what? He is somebody that actually would fit in with this.
I'd love for Kangaroo Black to come. I really like him, too.
I like him.
A. Ohio is white, but his wife is black. That would be acceptable. That would check a box for us, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, as far as the handicaps go, too. We've got several of those checked off as well.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much cornered that market. We've got pretty much every type of different handicap in there.
Yeah, I mean, Zona's not coming this year, but he came last year. He's a little person. Hold
on, he's not coming this year?
No. Zona, man? No.
I thought he was for some reason.
No, he's not coming.
Oh, okay.
He's not coming. Basically, we're just trying to check as many boxes as we can. We've got paraplegics, quadriplegics, people with one leg, midgets. We've got people on the spectrum. In fact, we've got people all over the fucking spectrum.
That's probably half of the people.
I was telling BA the other day, the more advanced science gets with figuring out this spectrum thing, I think they may find out that I'm on it somewhere. Like, they keep finding out that more and more people are on there. I think I really might be on there.
So me and Mrs. P, I heard you say that, right? Me and Mrs. P had this discussion the other day, and we agree with you.
Yeah.
We both think that you might be. And also, I think I might be a little bit too. I don't know. I feel like you could probably give the, all the symptoms, or I don't even know what you call them. I'm calling them symptoms, but I don't even know if that's the right word, to a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I'm not even kidding.
No, I know. I'm not kidding either. So we check a lot of boxes here. I mean, we're all inclusive, basically, is what I'm getting at here. There's really no reason, no matter what ails you, either physically or mentally. Or look, we've got people who are emotional 2-year-olds. We've got people who are physically 2 years old. I mean, we run the gamut here. With what we have here with these slobs, it's an all-inclusive environment. That's for sure. So no one should feel.
You know what we really need? Does anybody have like a hair lip or a cleft palate? I think we're missing that.
We even have a guy whose knees are on backwards.
Yeah, backward knees.
Yeah. So, we pretty much got it all.
Are we talking football tonight? No. I guess we'll see in September.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no football tonight. We got the Slob Olympics in 2 weeks. So we got something much more important to discuss today.
Steve says his nephew has elbow cancer. Can you bring him?
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody with cancer, but again, we'd love to. I mean, I'm not. I don't want someone to develop it, but like if there's somebody out there that already has it and wants to come.
And also, they get extra points if they've already lost their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bald cancer person.
We have straight people, gay people. We have
Some
somebody.
people who claim to be straight, but we know they're all gay, but we know they're gay.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, we've got them all. So there's really no reason for anybody not to come. So, Lou, stop while you're ahead. I passed that marker a long time ago.
Fat people. I mean, that's a staple. I mean, again, that's half of the people.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get to some odds here. Now, where is it at right here? I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to put myself at number one. I mean, I did win, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's reasonable for you to do that since you did win last year, despite what Friction Vixen says.
Right.
I agree with that. I don't think you'll win this year, but I still think you should be at number one in the odds.
I think what I'm going to do now, before we get any further on these odds, is I'm just going to go in and fill in all the names first.
Yeah.
So let me get started on that. So the first, we got Millis, Crimson Brave. Speaking of the spectrum.
Deputy Drum Bum says, "I'm an Alabama man. Can I come?" Yeah, of course. Anybody. First of all, anybody can come. Nobody. You're not gonna. Nobody's gonna wake up tomorrow and go to their mailbox and get an invitation to the Slob Olympics. If you have a car, if you're able to buy a plane ticket, a train ticket, a fucking bus ticket, or if you could hitch a ride with somebody else and show up there, you're invited. It's pretty much that simple. But as far as being an Alabama man, that is a disability. So you're definitely welcome.
Yeah. Ballard.
A lawnmower, exactly.
Spaz Williams. Okay. LW. TK's already on there. Rooster. And we're going to rearrange all these names here in a few minutes based on the odds. Nick DTV, I don't think, is on this list. No, he's not. Let's add him.
AIP in the chat says he's definitely not coming.
Okay, good.
That's good. Yeah, so don't put him on there.
Is Colby on here? Yeah, Colby's on there. Nature Boy. Is Hoghead on here?
Steve, the winner gets a trophy, and it's kind of like the Stanley Cup. We don't issue a new trophy every year. You get your name engraved on it. You keep it for a year, and then you pass it off to the next winner, just like the Stanley Cup.
Let's see. Gonna have to add Squidtard.
Yeah, of course, Battle Angel's going, but she's not competing. I don't think she basically runs the event. I mean, when I say runs the event, she hosts all of the events. She's kind of like what's a good comparison? Like
the MC, the host.
Yeah.
Big Dog Eat's already on there. Okay.
Yeah, she's like the Vanna White of the Slob Olympics, except she's not Vanna and not white.
She's like the Vanna Chinese. All right. I'm sure I left a name off, and we'll probably figure it out later, but that's the names I have for now. So now we just need to worry about moving these names around into some type of a odds. We're not going to do the plus 100 plus all that. It's just if you're first place, you've got the best odds. If you're 33, you've got the worst odds, and we're just that's good enough. I'm not screwing around with the plus 100 and plus 250 and everything like that. Are you looking forward to the 12-team playoff? Yes, I am looking forward to the 12-team playoff. Thank you for the super chat, Dylan. All right. Well, I picked myself a spot, Pete. I mean, do you want to pick your spot?
Well, I've been listed in the top 3 or 4. Sometimes I think twice. Well, I know the first Slob Olympics I was favored to win, and what I think, whatever year this is from, that you have up on the screen here, I was also at one when you put it up there. Now I've finished I've finished in the top 3, 2 out of the 3 times. The last 2 times actually. So I don't think putting me in the top 4 is a bad move because I have a history of being there. But based on my performance against what is a very, very tough field of people here, plus what I think of myself, which is very low, if I average those 2 things out, everybody else's opinion of how I'm going to do is like top 5. My opinion of myself is like bottom 5. So I would put myself somewhere. Well, here's what I'm going to do this. I'm going to put myself at 10 because I think I'll finish top 10.
Okay.
But not any higher than that. So 10.
I'm going to put Pete at 10. That means we got to put D4 back up here. And somehow, I'm somehow on here twice. So I don't know how that happened, but I just fixed it, I think.
Yeah,
right,
Pete
Lou at
10.
1, Pete at 10. I erased Lou off of 4 because for some reason I was on there. Twice. If you want to move somebody around, here we'll do this. So $10, you can put somebody anywhere you want. Other than that, it's $1 per spot that you want to move them. So you want to move somebody up 2 spots, it's $2. Down 2 spots, $2. Or for $10, you can move them anywhere you want. I'm going to go next. I'm going to move, I don't know, Sea-Dog down here at 29 might be the most ridiculous thing on the board. The guy was top 5 last year and has done well several years.
He was top 5 the year before that, too. I think he finished second at Pigeon Forge, didn't he? Or whatever, top 5.
I'm actually going to put Sea-Dog at 2. And I'm going to move Traveling Fools. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just so that we don't get rid of the name, but doesn't mean I think he's 29th. But so let's put Sea-Dog at 2.
I wonder if are you going? Yeah, I think what you're doing is a good thing. So we should just start with the people at the bottom. Or you know what we should probably do? We should probably take all the people who've never been there before because we know where everyone else has finished, at least in some relativity every time they've been there. The new people, though, like where will they fit into the pantheon of the Slob Olympics? So has Flaming Sports Media ever been?
No.
He hasn't, has he? No. What do we know about this gentleman?
Nothing.
At all. Like he's never been like on one of those late night Traveling Fools streams or
type
like
control.
So we don't even know what he physically looks like.
We don't even know which ailment he has.
No.
I don't know if he's on the spectrum or has one leg or is a midget or what. I have no clue.
So he could show up.
And honestly, that's part of the fun is the surprise of not knowing. Like the look on people's faces when Zona Man got out of that car last year was gold.
So we don't know if he's riding around in a hover round like Vic, or if he's going to walk up looking like Big Dog Brett's big brother.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We have no idea.
Colby's at third on this list. I don't have any problem leaving him there.
Well, I would like to know what he's wearing before we make that determination. Because I mean, the guy basically wore a workout outfit. I mean, you can't get any more workout outfit than yoga pants and a basketball jersey. Where did he finish last year?
I don't know. I'm also moving Nick DTV to fourth.
That's not a bad thing. Problem is, we have more mental competitions this year than physical ones. So people like Nick DTV, you might have a hard time. I don't know. And we're not running the 40, so there is that. Lou, Sea Dog, Colby, Nick DTV.
Millis
Now-
at 6 is ridiculous. So we can, for now, just move him to 23 because 23 is blank. But Millis has no business being anywhere near number 6.
I think you should move him to 31, just ahead of Octavian. I'm just saying.
Millis at 31.
Yeah.
And then we'll put Squid Tart at 23.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Seth says, today's my birthday. I luckily had the day off, and now I'm wasted and enjoying myself. Hope your day has been a good one as mine. Yeah, so far so good. Happy birthday, Seth.
You know what I say? Every day above ground is a great day.
Yeah.
So especially that day.
What else on here is obviously wrong? Crimson Brave at 8 couldn't be any wronger. Get him out of there. Crimson Brave at 8. Let's put him at 25. And put
Now,
him
forgive my ignorance.
at 8.
But who is Deacon MMA?
I have no idea.
It sounds very similar to Pastor Dave. Oh, see what I did there? Deacon, pastor, but
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Do you?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Oh,
Who else do you want to move?
well, Slim Shady has finished in the top 10 in the past 2 Slob Olympics. So I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be in the top 10 now. So how about him at 8?
All right. All right, got it.
Now, if he's wearing that giant duck head this year, like he did last year, I probably would put him outside of the top 10, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to do that again. That was a clear disadvantage.
Let's focus on Ballard for a second. Now,
Okay.
he's extremely overweight, and half his weight is located above his shoulders. And I don't have a lot of confidence in his ability on the mental evaluations either. Now, maybe I'm shortchanging him. Again, he's one of these people that's never been before, so it's kind of a shot in the dark. But I do think that 13 is way too high for him.
I think it's way too high. And honestly, I would probably put him one spot ahead of BVD at 28. And the only reason I say one spot ahead of BVD is because BVD's only got one leg. If BVD had 2 legs, I think I would switch those 2. But he's only got one leg.
All right.
So I'd put him at 27, I guess.
Let's put him at 27. Ballard.
Now, Ballard could get extra points. We give whatever it is. First of all, how many extra points are we given for the costume contest? We do that every year. Right? Is it 5 points or something like that?
I'll put Big Dog Eat somewhere now.
But if Ballard gets his grandmother to dress up as his cheerleader, then he wins the costume contest. Period.
Is Rooster too low at 24? Rooster's on here twice. Let's delete one of them. There we go.
Yes. Both of his are too low. This is science, everybody.
What if we swap Rooster at 24 with TK at 15?
That sounds fair.
All right, let's do that. So we're gonna take TK out of 15 and put Rooster.
Well, first of all, Rooster's going to be tired from his fight with Sir UGA. So that's a disadvantage for him.
All right, got that. What are they saying in the chat? Nothing. All right, good. Somebody said Rooster top 10. Well, it cost you $4 to move him into the top 10 right now.
Nate's he's upset that Vic is higher than he is. But
well, if me and you don't think it should be moved, then it's up to somebody in the comments to move it. But what do you think? Who won between them last year? I really don't remember.
I don't remember either. But right now, I still have Vic ahead of Nate. I mean, Vic has finished first or second in a lot of events. And Nate, what's the best you've ever done? What's the best event? Have you finished in the top 3 of any event ever? I don't think so.
Nate says he beat Vic last year, but I kind of agree with you, Pete. I think Vic should remain one spot ahead of Nate for the purposes of odds.
I think Nate will do okay in the event where we're this year, where you name the town or the mascot. For some reason, I feel like he's good at that. He's done that before, hasn't he?
Neo says he doesn't belong at 12, and he sent $2, so we'll move him down 2 spots to 14.
Yeah, 14. You're right. You don't belong at 12. Probably belong. Might want to move him to 16. I don't know.
Big Dog Eat.
Now, who is the Spaz Williams character?
Hoghead son-in-law.
Hoghead son-in-law?
Yeah, based on that alone, I'm going to say that's too high.
You might want to put him down there with Ballard and Hoghead.
All right, well, give me somebody on that I can put in his
Well, first
place.
of all, Traveling Fools is 29 is ridiculous.
All right,
I mean, the guy's finished in the top 5, I think, every year.
All right, let's put him at 16.
I'd put him in the top 10 somewhere. The question is, where do you? I don't know. I might switch him out with like Nature Boy. We don't know how Nature Boy's going to do because he's never been there before. My vote's to put him in the top 10 somewhere because he's done top 10 every year, at least.
All right, so who do you want to kick out of the top 10?
I would say probably Nature Boy just because he hasn't competed before. We don't really know what to expect.
All right, we'll swap Nature Boy and Traveling Fools.
Now, Nature Boy did lose like 70 pounds in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Now, we saw him at the softball game at Rogers' house, and he looked normal to me, but apparently he used to be a fat guy.
Yeah.
Not long ago. Yeah. So he does have drive and will. So maybe that says something, but I don't know. I'd probably put Nature Boy at 12 since that's open. Or do you?
Nature Boy? Oh, 16.
What are you down there? Yeah, 16.
You want him at 12?
I would say so, yeah.
All right.
Now it's just a question of moving some of the people ahead of other people, I think. We've got half of it.
Well, who should be last? BVD again?
Yeah, either BVD
Neo?
or Nate.
BVD or Nate?
Now, again, I don't know anything about Flaming Sports Media. He might show up looking like Big Dog Brett for all we know. If I knew more about him, I'd have a different, outlook on that. But well, let's do this. Let's go. You just went basically 1 through 16. Let's work our way backwards from 33. So BVD probably 33. Nate probably 32. Then like who's third to last after that? Ballard maybe.
I don't know, but I can only change one at a time because then I have to write the name in somewhere else. All right, I got BVD last.
All right, I'll do Nate a favor. BVD last, Ballard second to last.
All right, so swap Ballard and Octavian.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Millis should stay where he's at.
Okay.
So that's 31.
Neo doesn't belong on the left side of the screen.
You know what? That's a good point. You know what I would do? It would make it easier for you too as far as typing. Just switch him with Octavian. Now, I don't know a lot about Octavian. I have seen him. So I know he's an able-bodied human being. I'd probably just switch him and Neo.
All right, so Neo goes to 27. Octavian goes to 14. Okay. Goose at 30 doesn't seem right.
This is his first appearance, though. So, again, I don't really know what to expect from him.
Man, I am screwing this up.
No, you're not. Listen.
DVD's on here twice somehow, which means somebody's name got deleted.
All right. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
We'll figure it out.
Don't worry about it. It's still better than what I did last year. That's for damn sure.
Goose shouldn't be 30th. He should be ahead of a lot of these people. I think we should at least swap Goose with TK.
I was going to put him on the left side there. You got 16 open.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
That's easy, too.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Plus, he does seem to, I don't know a whole lot about Goose other than, what I've seen on YouTube, but he does have, his faculties about him. He doesn't seem to be like most of us. And he can walk upright, too, like an ape.
Right.
That does help.
That already puts him in the top half, just that
Yeah.
what you just said.
Right.
Let me look at my list and see whose name we left off of here. Squidtard's on there somewhere, yeah. Octavian, Flaming Sports Media. Where's Big Dog Eat?
At 13.
Okay, he's on there then. Goose is on there. Sea Dog is on there. Hoghead is on there. Nature Boy, 12. Colby 3, Vic 21, Slim Shady 8, Jay Shipes 20, Nick DTV 4, Twisted Rooster 15, TK 24. Oh, LW is not on here. Oh, yeah, yes, LW is 18. Spaz Williams, 19. Law Tide, 7. BVD, 33. Ballard, 32. Traveling Fools is 6. Neo, 27. Matt Dummett, 11. I'm going to say that's too high. I like Matt Dummett, but he's never competed before. And I know a little bit here, and that's too high.
Yeah. Question is, who do you switch him with? Because do you switch him with one of the guys in the left column, or like what about Jay Shipes?
The thing with Jay is it comes down to effort and the fact that he doesn't give any. He could do well, but I don't think he'd try. He's kind of like, he tries like 1% harder than Raj. And that's not saying a lot. I know.
Also, it's a good thing we don't drug test at the Slob Olympics because he's definitely on performance enhancing drugs.
Oh yeah, forget it. Yeah. All right, we got Millis.
I've never seen a guy on Adderall try less.
Nate. Is Deacon MMA at 9? We don't even know who he is. We've got him at 9.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
I'm gonna move him to 28 because I don't know who he is.
All right.
Deacon MMA.
If Jay put half the effort into Slob Olympics that he did into fixing Huffer Billy Paul's bathroom, he'd probably win every year.
Yeah, facts. We've got D4. We've got Huffer Billy Paul at 17. Matt Dummett at 11.
There's a guy in the chat named Josh Williams who claims that he's coming to the Slob Olympics. Do you know who that is?
I don't, but congratulations, Josh. You're 30th in the odds.
Yeah. Because first of all, Josh, if you're coming, you're competing because there's no reason not to.
Right.
And we also can't wait to see you either. Do you have a hair lip or a cleft palate?
Yeah, we're trying to check off some boxes here.
Or are you a person of color? That would help too. Because we need to replace one.
Yeah. He says he's retarded.
All right. Well, all right. Okay. Good. Perfect.
Depending on how retarded you are, we might move you up higher than 30th. You might.
I was going to say, you might move your way to the top 10 if you're,
Yeah.
Is your IQ less than 60? Move you right up. Might replace me at 10.
All right, let's see. I think they're looking pretty good. We got to figure out something with. If we can't figure anything out with 9, then we're just gonna have to move everybody up a spot. But
yeah. Well,
is Huffer Billy Paul at 17? Huffer Billy Paul seems like a middle of the pack deal to me, right? He's a lot of experience. He comes every year, but yeah, I think that's probably good for him. See, like LW, I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's 9th. I don't know. No idea.
I don't know either. There's probably half a dozen people on this list. I have no idea what to expect from them. Like we know what to expect from you and me and C-Dog and Colby and Nick DTV and D4 and all that, but
yeah,
some of these people, I have no idea.
The only woman competitor we had has backed out of coming this year. Friction Vixen.
No, TK.
Oh yeah, TK. Yeah, that's right. TK at 24.
Yeah, we've only had one. Well, we've had 2. If you include Friction Vixen and TK. TK almost died last year.
Yeah.
So We're about 50% on that.
There's plenty of other women that come, but they don't compete. Like most of these people on this list bring their wives, girlfriends, mothers, grandmothers, or aunts, or all of that.
Now, hold on. There's breaking news on the Lunch Money Show tonight.
Uh-oh.
Fish and Football's in the chat, pretending as if he's coming again.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we do have a spot left at 9. Let me tell you something. If you really were coming, I'd probably put him at 9. Or maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
I've seen him. He's young. He's not retarded. And he seems like he's in fairly good shape. So, I mean, he could, he's somebody that could possibly win this thing if he would, get off his ass and actually come to it.
Yeah. Now, if we had a reliability contest, he'd come in dead last.
Yeah.
He's extremely unreliable. At least the other people went through the trouble of making up an excuse and telling us ahead of time that they weren't coming.
Well, he ran out of
doesn't
excuses.
even do that. He just doesn't show up, and then when you call to find out if he got lost, he just doesn't answer the phone.
He ran out of excuses. He's used all of them already. He's trying to figure out what the next one will be, I guess. I don't know, but maybe he could ride with TK and Nick DTV. They all live in the same area.
Right.
TK, can you pick him up on the way? Hold on. Are you being picked up or are you picking him up? I don't even know. Is she driving or is he driving?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping he's driving. And if he has any sense, he would drive. Because the alternative is TK driving.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. TK, while you're in here, this probably isn't the best place to do this, but I don't care. Can you bring me some weed? $5 worth. Thank you.
I like this list.
It looks like a good list to me.
I don't like that I'm at 1, even though I put myself there because I won it last year, so I get it. But that was a miracle that's not likely to repeat itself ever again. No one's ever repeated as Slob champion, and I see a lot of people on the left side of this list that could beat me for sure.
Somebody says Octavian's too high. Well,
there's no such thing.
Yeah, there's no such thing, number one. Number two, if you want to move them, there's a way to do it. I mean, this is very official. We don't have a number 9 yet.
Nate, we're not moving you ahead of Vic just because you say so. The rules apply to you just like they do everybody else. If you want to move up a spot, you send $1. If you want to move up 2 spots, you send $2. You've got plenty of money to buy Apple gift cards for strangers, but you don't have $1 to move yourself up on the slob list. Your priorities are out of whack.
Yeah, the amount of money you spend on those Apple cards, you could put yourself at number 1.
Now, I'm not going to put these odds up on the screen, but we do have a couple of other competitions that are separate from the official Slob Olympics themselves. We have Nate's mom versus Vic's mom in rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a poll up. Rock, paper, scissors. And who are y'all backing? Nate's mom?
Yeah.
Or Vic's mom? All right, we're going to run this poll for a few minutes. And then I have another, there's another competition we're doing as well outside of the actual Slob Olympics. We'll put a second poll up after we run this poll. But get your votes in. Nate's mom versus Vic's mom in rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3. Make sure you get your vote in.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say who I voted for, just like I won't say which incompetent president I'm going to vote for. But I have spent way more time than I would like to admit contemplating who's going to win this.
Nate, I don't have time today to put up with your pity party. You've been on every live stream on the internet for the last week straight telling everybody what you did. So don't act like you're somehow upset now that I said it with 80 people watching. Click off if you're that mad. I don't have time to babysit you today.
I don't even know. What's he mad about?
He's mad that I said the thing about the Apple gift cards. He says, why are you telling everybody about that?
He came on my show earlier today, and his literal picture on StreamYard was an Apple gift card.
Right. He went on every show that's been on the internet anywhere in the last week and told everybody about it. So, Nate, go get you a Kleenex and relax, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't have time to deal with that today. Put me on the left side. I even got a costume this year, says Jay. Say no more. All right. All
right. Yeah, put him at 9 then.
Put you right at 9. Good people, Jay.
I mean, first of all, he's already showed more initiative than he has in years past by wearing a costume. Now, what in the hell what do you think he's going to wear? I mean, is it a costume or is it an accessory to a costume? Because, we've had people in the past show up and like, if you just put like a hard hat for construction on and call that a costume, that's not a costume. Yeah. That's just an accessory.
We have to nail that. We have to nail that down too. Did we decide what we're doing? Is anybody that wears a costume's getting a bump of 5 points? And then,
I think 5 points for just wearing a costume, which I think I don't know. Again, I don't know about Octavian or Flaming Sports Media or whoever these other people are that I don't know. Deacon MMA. But I think everybody else is wearing a costume for the most part.
Yeah.
Because they do every year.
Yeah. So anybody that wears a costume, you will get a bump of 5 points, and then we will do a vote of all the Slob Olympians, and whoever wins best costume will get 10 points. Is that what we'll do?
Yeah. So 5 points for wearing one, and an extra 5 if you win the costume, the contest. Yeah.
Money Man says, I want Vic number 1. He's my sleeper. Well, for $10, the highest you can move him is 11.
And yeah, well, move him to 11 then. You guys are going to love my costume. Well, first of all, if you're wearing a costume, we'll love it. So there's no doubt about that. And he also says he's worn it on video before. So now he's giving us cryptic hints. That's Squidtard saying that.
Wow, Vic way out ahead of Nate now. Vic all the way up at 11, Nate at 22. Wow.
You also get extra points probably if your costume is openly and obviously offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you dress up in blackface and you're a white dude, then we may just go ahead and just give you the extra points. I mean,
the more offensive, the better.
The more offensive, the better. And I mean, and Friction's a good example of that, even though she's not coming this year. I mean, a pregnant cheerleader.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
That might be the most offensive thing we've seen and the funniest.
Hobart Mills says, what are the events this year? Okay, I'll run through the events real quick since we haven't done that today. But here's the final list of events. We haven't determined the order yet, but here's the events. Push-ups, that's a 60-second timed contest. How many push-ups can you do in 60 seconds? Obstacle course / bat spin. So you have to put your head down, spin around the bat 10 times or whatever it is, and then run an obstacle course on the beach that we will set up right before we do the event. Number 3 is a spelling bee. Number 4, rock, paper, scissors. Number 5, eat a donut blindfolded that is suspended from a string. So there will be a donut dangling from a string. You have to eat it with no hands and blindfolded. And
you have to consume the entire donut, otherwise you're disqualified.
Yes.
So if it falls off the string, you better find a way to eat that donut. And that's kind of the point.
Number 6, the shot put throw. Number 7, horseshoes. And number 8, name the mascot or name the city. So we will say, for example, Boise State would be the question, and the answer would be the Broncos, I believe is what they are, Boise State Broncos. Or we'll say Iowa State and ask you for the city, that kind of thing. Those are the 8 events.
Yeah, I think that's a good number too. Squidtard wants to be moved up 2 spots to be ahead of Nate. Yeah, he sent a super chat in, so he wants to be up to 21, I think. Oh, this might be a good time since we're talking about the events. I do have an announcement, or I don't think it's so much of an announcement as a question. So I talked on the phone yesterday with our good buddy Traveling Fools, who's been putting in legwork behind the scenes, by the way, like he does every year. So shout out to him. Now, he had an idea, and to me, it sounds like a good idea, but a lot of things sound like a good idea to me until I tell other people and they tell me different. So let's see what you think about this. So the horseshoe event, his idea was, instead of throwing actual horseshoes, he has access to toilet seats.
Of course he does.
Apparently he has there's an abundance of toilet seats at his disposal,
which are
and
horseshoe shaped.
They are horseshoe shaped. Yeah. Instead of throwing horseshoes, we throw toilet seats.
Can we, instead of having stakes in the ground, can we have plungers?
Yeah, I think he said, yeah, that would work actually.
Okay.
I think he said something along the lines of maybe just like hammer or like a piece of PVC pipe into the ground.
Yeah.
And use that, whatever. Yeah. Plunger, PVC pipe, whatever, something larger than what a normal horseshoe.
Right. I think it's great. Yeah. I think that's great. Yeah. Let's do that. That's hilarious.
So
somebody has to carry 8 toilet seats out onto the beach. That's funny to me too.
Now, when he first told me this, he goes on for 10 minutes about toilet seats, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking he's talking about throwing the horseshoe into a toilet, right? So I'm sitting there going, there's no, like, I'm in my mind's like, the wheels are turning, and I'm sitting here thinking, there's no fucking way we're getting a toilet out on the beach. This ain't gonna work. And he goes, so what do you think about that? And I go, well, honestly, dude, I just don't think it's gonna work. He goes, why? I said, well, because who's gonna bring a toilet? And he goes, no, idiot, I'm talking about throwing a toilet seat instead of a horseshoe. I go, oh yeah, let's do that.
That's hilarious.
He said, I've got a buddy who owns a plumbing business, and he's got a bunch of extra toilet seats.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. I think that's great. Yeah.
If you're going to bring the toilet seats, bro, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
That is definitely, that's a definite shit. That might become one of the staples of the Slob Olympics, kind of like the rock, paper, scissors, if it goes off the way I think it should go off. But because honestly, just regular horseshoes is kind of boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody's sitting around going, I can't wait to watch the horseshoe competition.
Right. And throwing horseshoes on the beach won't really attract a lot of attention either, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because we're looking to attract as much attention as possible.
Yeah.
And toilet seats, I think, is a good way to do that.
Yeah. I like that idea. Now, will the toilet seat, this is the other thing I asked him. This is the shit that goes on behind the scenes. I go, do you think the toilet seats will break? And he said, I don't think so. He said, but I have access to a bunch of them. I can bring a couple extra in case one or two of them does break. Yeah. So.
Okay, good. I like it.
So there you go. Now I think we have to rename that event because it's not horseshoe anymore. Should we call it the shit shoe? The shit shoe event?
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
All right, the results of the poll are in, and an overwhelming victory for Vic's mom. 75% of the vote, 75% of the people expect Vic's mom to defeat Nate's mom in rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't let me vote in my own poll. I would have voted the other way. I have a feeling Nate's mom is going to pull this out. But the chat disagrees. 75% of you think Vic's mom will beat Nate's mom in rock, paper, scissors. Now, we have one more event that's not technically a part of the Slob Olympics, but it is a competition that's going to be taking place right before the Slob Olympics starts. Now, for a while, we had talked about potentially doing some type of staring contest. Now, we eventually decided against that because of time restraints and some other things. However, we do have one staring contest that will take place first thing Saturday morning, 10 a.m., right after the weigh-ins. And it is going to be a staring contest between Millis Vanillis and TK. So get your votes in for that. I just posted the poll, a staring contest. And it's not the first one to blink. It's the first one to laugh or crack a smile or something like that. Everybody blinks. It's not a blinking deal. It's the first one to sort of break
character.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
You have to kind of stand there stone faced. So if you start laughing, if you look away, anything like that, you lose. So TK versus Millis Vanillis in a staring contest, and I am setting a mandated maximum distance as far as noses go.
Okay.
Of 6 inches.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Now, I just voted on this, and unlike I didn't tell you who I was voting for, even though I did vote between Nate's mom and Vic's mom, and I'm not telling you who I'm voting for president. I will tell you who I voted for in this, if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
And why, too.
Okay.
I voted for TK.
Okay.
And my reasoning is very simple. She's a woman. And anybody who's ever spent more than 10 minutes around a woman knows that they can stare a hole through you. You have no chance. I mean, zero chance. Millis has no chance in this. TK for the win. I'd even put $100 on it.
Now, I like that thinking there, and it makes sense. My only concern if I'm backing TK in this event is I don't know if anybody can stare at Millis for any significant amount of time without laughing.
That's a good point.
And who knows what he's going to be wearing, as well.
I'm still riding with my girl TK. I mean, she could right before the event, she could smoke some sort of certain strain of weed that lets her keep her eyes open and not care.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't drug test. We talked about this with Jay. We don't drug test, so she can get herself high to oblivion and stare a hole through him for 8 hours, but we're not going to disqualify her for that.
Yeah, you make a lot of good points.
I know.
This is a tough one.
A lot of thought into this.
I have a feeling the vote will be a lot closer than the last one too, because this is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Now, Millis might have the advantage in the fact that he has some sort of pride, which, you know what? I don't even know why I said that. He doesn't have any pride. I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah, that's silly.
Never mind.
Pride at all. He played his drums in his front yard wearing nothing but a diaper.
I know. And then he was in a diaper, and I think he dove off of his front porch into a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
So yeah, pride is not his thing. I don't know why I even said that.
Oh God. Wow.
Well, that looks like a solid list to me, though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look at it and see what looks out of place.
I mean, other than, well, like you said, the people that we don't know, there's no way to. I mean, Josh Williams might be 6'2", 180 pounds, 21 years old, and can bench press Millis's bug and be a fucking Mensa student. I have no idea. But as far as like the people that we know that have competed before, the list looks pretty fair.
I'm surprised that nobody's moved you out of first place yet.
Yeah, me too. I was hoping they would. I don't want that pressure.
Well, why do you think I put myself at 10?
Yeah, that's smart.
Well, I know. But I will say this, outside of you. Now, hold on now. First of all, where'd you finish in Atlanta and where'd you finish in Pigeon Forge? Do you remember?
I think like somewhere between 6 and 10 both times, I think.
Yeah. Well, I know the first year I finished 11th and you finished 10th because you let me know for a year that you finished a spot ahead of me. That's the only reason I remember that. I don't remember what you did in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, I don't either. I think you beat me in Pigeon Forge. You did good in Pigeon Forge.
I finished in top 3.
Yeah.
I was third.
Yeah.
I was third last year too, I think. Yeah, it was you, then Rec Talk, then me last year.
Yeah.
But outside of you, I think Sea-Dog, so first of all, Sea-Dog took the disrespect from the first 2 odds years, or first 3 odds years, and translated that into multiple top 5 finishes.
Yeah, he's done well.
So he deserves to be at 2. He might even be actually, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I think he might be my favorite to win it this year. Either him or Traveling Fools. Traveling Fools is another one.
Yeah.
That finishes in the top 5 perennially. Outside of me, because you won it last year, I think Fools has finished higher every year, but not won it yet than anybody else on this list.
Back to Sea-Dog for a second. He had one of the most innovative slob costumes of all time 3 years ago when he wore it the first time. Like, and I don't want to take that away from him. That was amazing. The chicken wing on a string deal, that was hilarious.
Yeah, all 3 times.
Knowing what I know about Sea-Dog and how creative he is, he's made some amazing videos over the years, not just slob videos, just a lot of his videos are just very creative and all. It has been a little disappointing to me that he has recycled his same slob uniform year after year after year, and I am not even secretly hoping, I'm openly hoping that he changes his costume up this year. Not because I don't like the chicken wing costume, but because I know he puts so much thought and effort into all that kind of stuff that I know if he changes it up, it'll be something hilarious.
I've had this conversation with him at least 3 times, right? Because it's been 3 Slob Olympics. And every time I bring it up, he goes, that's my thing. And I go, but is it though? I mean, the chicken wing's amazing, like you said, but it was funny the first year. I don't know if he understands that it's funny the first year, then it's less funny the second year, less funny the third year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even me, I wore the wig twice in a row, and Mrs. Pete said to me today, I was explaining to her what my costume was going to be this year in a painstaking detail, and she goes, you should wear the wig again. I go, I'm not wearing the wig again. She said, why not? I said, because I've done it twice in a row now. That's one too many times.
Yeah.
And I think that Sea-Dog needs to understand that as well.
Right. It's like hearing your favorite comedian tell your favorite joke for the 4th time. It's still funny, but it's never going to be as funny as it was the first or second time you heard
exactly.
it. Exactly.
Yeah. D4 just moved himself up to number 1, by the way.
Yes,
so you're out of the, yeah. Oh, you already did it.
Yeah. I was happy to do it too.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. You moved yourself to 5, but should you have moved yourself to 5 or 2?
I should have moved myself to 2, but that would have involved changing 5 names instead of just 2.
Well, that's a good point.
So,
and plus, you wanted to be 5, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, I think I have picked myself, because we do the same thing every year where me and you sort of pick where we want to be, and then maybe some people move us around, but like initially me and you pick our own spots because we're the bosses. And I've always put myself like in the 5, 6, 7 range somewhere because I don't like too much pressure.
It's funny that I think every year we've done this, I have picked myself right where I'm at now at 10, and people continue to move me up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that today, and I like that. I think that actually favors me.
Because I'll be honest, like I am competitive, so like I enjoyed the fact that I won last year, but I pick myself every year at 5, 6, or 7, not just because I don't want the pressure of picking myself number 1, but like I honestly every year when we go into this thing, I know I always say, "Oh, there's no way I'll win," and I don't ever expect to win. I want to win. I don't ever expect to, but I do always think I should be able to finish in the top 5 or 6, 7 of this thing.
Yeah,
somewhere.
of course.
So
I mean,
that's why I pick
anyone
myself
should
down.
think that.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're BBD.
right. Or rides where you just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the reason that I'm still at 10 is that people think because they've seen that video 1,000 times of me falling during the 40-yard dash and pigeon forge that I'm not capable. But the results speak for themselves. I've got back-to-back top 3 finishes.
Yeah.
So, no, I like where I'm at. Don't get me wrong.
I'll tell you what would be funny for Jay's costume, because he trolls Celine Driver nonstop. It would be funny if for Jay's costume, he wore a gimp mask and no pants. Basically a Celine Driver costume. He dressed up as Celine Driver, a gimp mask and no pants. What if somebody comes out there with a leather zip up fucking gimp mask and a gag ball?
That would be amazing and fantastic. They win. There's no doubt about that.
Bring out the gimp. Jay Shipes comes running out with no pants on.
Now I'll tell you this. Well, no, I can't tell you that. Never mind. I was about to tell you something I couldn't tell you.
Oh, no,
Never mind.
Don't do that.
No, I can't do that.
That would be alarming.
Squidtard's going on about something. Did you miss a super chat of his or something? What's he?
I don't see any of I can't see Squidtard's comments in here.
Oh, that's what he said. All right. I don't know what he's talking about then. He sent a super chat. I already told you that, and he moved him up. So I don't know what he's talking about. He sent another $1. He wants moved up one more spot. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squidtard ahead of Matt Dummett.
That's fair too. I've met Squidtard and so have you.
Yep.
And he might be one of the only people that could show up as himself, and we could consider that a costume.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like a 20-year-old version of Huffer Billy Paul.
Does riding with BVD for 8 hours give you a disadvantage when you actually get there? I mean, can you imagine the conversation that goes on in that car? First of all, it's probably just BVD sitting around complaining about how he doesn't like Burger King for 8 hours or something. Yeah.
Jay has moved himself down and you up.
Oh, Squidtard says no. He asked BVD to move BVD up one spot. Well, your super chat doesn't say that, because when you send $1, it doesn't even give you the option to type anything. So it just says $1. That's all it says. So how would I know that?
Well, I'll do it. So he wants Ballard to be last?
I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know, because I can't read something that doesn't exist.
Right. All right.
Traveling Fools. Oh, hold on now. We got 2 coming in here. Jay Shipe says, swap me and Pete out. Yeah, do that.
I did that.
Okay. Traveling Fool says, move Nate down a spot.
Damn. All right.
Battle Angel says, Money Man said he was coming.
What, today
What
he said
that
that?
information?
I haven't seen him in here. I don't know when did he say that? I'll put him at 22 if he's coming. There's nobody at 22.
Yeah, put him there. Fuck it. I mean, may as well.
All right. Got him in there.
Look at that. Now we got a full list for the first time.
Yeah. Looks good too.
It does look good. Now, as far as betting, this is a betting show, right? I think it used to be.
Yeah.
What odds are we putting on? Now you don't have to type this out. Don't get crazy. I don't want to put you through that much work. But like in other words, if somebody is going to put some money down in the Slob Casino,
yeah,
on somebody, like what is D4 is at number 1, right? Is that plus like 2,000? Is it plus 1,000? Is it plus 500? Like what is that?
I think it should start at plus 100 and go up from there.
Right. So he would be plus 3,300.
Ballard?
No, D4. He says, yeah. So if Ballard's plus 100, he's 33. So D4 would be plus 3,300.
No, plus 100 would be the best odds.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, the opposite of what I said.
Yeah.
Ballard would be plus 3,300.
Yes.
Okay.
Flaming Sports Media says, even with no experience, I should be ahead of TK. All right.
Well, for $10, you could put yourself way ahead of TK. Honestly.
Yeah, we'll swap him out with 19, Spaz Williams.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Now, for instance, a hypothetical question here I have. We just set the odds. So Pete I'm at 9 currently. So that's plus 900.
Yeah.
If I bet on myself like Pete Rose did, and I win, am I somehow disqualified from the Hall of Fame? I mean, will my name will my name be disqualified?
Yeah. As a contestant, you're allowed to move your name around on the odds, but you're not allowed to vote on the Slob Olympics themselves because, hey, you could throw the event. I mean, so can't have that.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
What if Mrs. Pete bets on me?
Well, now we're getting into a gray
How far down the line do we have to go here?
I think BA and Mrs. Pete are also disqualified because of their affiliation with the Slob Olympics. They're they help run the damn thing. With the setting up the events and the keeping score and that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can vote either. Or bet. I don't think they can bet either. I don't know. Yeah. Dean says we have to keep the integrity of the Slobs. Yeah, that's right. We have to avoid the appearance of impropriety.
Yeah. Listen, it's a very prestigious event. We shouldn't take it lightly, right. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nate says, when I win, y'all got to say no shit to me. So when you win, we have to look at you and say no shit. You know what that means? All right.
Little Whitey says, is Uncle Lou black? Well, he claims he is from the waist down, but we don't really know.
I'm not black, but I am invited to all the barbecues.
Yeah.
Because of that Jake Fromm video I made. That comment section is filled with people telling me that I'm invited to the barbecue.
As a matter of fact, I've met Uncle Lou several times, and I can tell you, whatever the opposite of black, color-wise, is what he is.
Yeah, if you don't believe me, maybe I'll dance for you one day. Then that I have no doubt then.
Oh, I do have news too, as far as where we're going to eat on Saturday night. That's the other thing I needed to mention, other than the toilet seat thing. So Traveling Fools took it upon himself to go find a place for us to all go eat on Saturday night. and he found this place. What's it called? It's Harpoon Harry's, which he says is only like a 5-minute walk from the hotel that most of us are staying at, right? The Days Inn. And he did call them last night and let them know. I was trying to figure out exactly how many people we had last year, and I think it was around 50.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And so I said, just tell them 50 and see if they can accommodate that. Like if they're just like 50, no, we're not doing that, then we can just move on. So he did call them, let them know we had at least 50, probably, maybe more. And they said they could definitely do it. So we do have a place to eat. Now, unfortunately for Raj, he's not coming. This place looks a lot like Coconut Joe's, which is Raj's favorite place to eat. But bigger.
Oh,
so it's right on the beach. It's seafood and burgers and whatever.
Yeah.
There's pretty much there's pretty much, from what I can tell from looking at the menu, something for everybody.
Yeah. And
it doesn't look too expensive either, which is also good. I mean, depending on what you order, you can get a $13 cheeseburger, or you can spend $50 on a seafood platter and have oysters and lobster and crab legs and all that shit too. But so we have a place to eat, Harpoon Harry's. But what we do need to do before we go is apparently call them and give them a more accurate number, so that they know exactly how many tables and all that.
Yeah. For those of you watching who are coming maybe for the first time, we try to all go out to eat together Saturday night after the so the Slob Olympics usually takes 3 or 4 hours, something like that. So it'll end around 3 in the afternoon or something around there, and people usually then kind of go their own way back to their room, whatever, maybe take a shower, all that, get changed, and then we kind of just hang out at the hotel for a while, and then we try to all go out to eat together as a big group, whoever wants to. It's not obviously not a requirement, but there's usually 40 or 50 of us that end up going out to eat together. So if you're coming on whether you're coming just for the day on Saturday or whether you're spending the weekend there or whatever, just know that we don't go, we might not come up to everybody individually and invite you to come eat, but everyone is invited to come eat. Like that Saturday night, we try to get everybody to come.
Yeah. Traveling Fools will be giving the toast at this year's Slob Olympic dinner, quickly followed by BVD's speech. So you can look forward to both of those guys getting up in front of everybody and welcoming you.
Or it's possible that Traveling Fools follows BVD's speech.
That's probably more likely than not. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, because he'll jump at the he'll jump at the opportunity. In that.
There also is other activities going on. I don't know. There's a group of us going to shoot guns on Friday afternoon. There's I think that Nate said something about maybe going to a bowling alley. He looked up a bowling alley, of course, that was near there. I don't know anything about that. Of course, I'm down to bowl anytime. And you know what? I'm not really the best person to talk about this because I've never been to Panama City Beach. You have before, though.
Yeah.
So outside of, I know you went to like some club there when you were like in your 20s or something. Is that right?
Yeah. Club La Vila.
Club La Vila, which doesn't exist anymore. Is that right?
No, it's gone.
What happened to it? They got shut down from sanitation violations or what?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know what else is going on there. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff to do there. From what I can tell, it looks like a nicer version of Myrtle Beach. I don't really know because I've never been there.
Yeah. I'm sure it's changed a lot since when I was there, but even when I was there 25 years ago, they had a lot of the same types of things that a place like Myrtle Beach would have: go-kart tracks, small amusement parks, gift shops on every corner, that kind of thing.
Right.
And I'm sure it's only gotten bigger. It's literally been almost 25. I went there, I think it was 2001, maybe 2002. So it's literally almost been 25 years since I've been there. So I'm sure it's changed a lot, but yeah, there was a lot to do there, for sure. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're going down Wednesday.
Yeah, you're gonna be there Wednesday. I'm gonna be there Thursday afternoon. I think there's several people coming in early. Slim and Mrs. Slim and their kids, I believe, are coming in on Wednesday as well. Is that right?
I don't know. I know Nate gets there Wednesday night late. I'm not sure when everybody else is coming.
Okay. Yeah. But either way, if you're coming in early, I mean, there's got to be a lot to do there, I would imagine. And also, if you don't want to go do anything and you just want to go and hang out on the beach, I mean, the hotel's on the beach.
Yeah.
I looked up the weather today, so it looks like basically between 70 and 75 and sunny.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's hope it stays that way. That's great.
That whole week.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, which is why we're doing it in Florida. Well, one of the reasons.
And if you get to Panama City and you don't know where to go, or you don't know where anybody is, and you don't have anybody's phone number or whatever, come to the Days Inn on the beach. I believe there are 2 Days Inn in Panama City. Only one of them is on the beach. That's the one a lot of us are staying at. So if for some reason you get there and you get checked into wherever you're staying, or maybe you're just coming for the day on Saturday, you get into Panama City Beach and you don't know where to go, come to Days Inn on the beach. That's where we
it's the Days Inn on, I think it's called Front Beach Street.
We don't spend any time in our rooms. For the 3 years that we've had the Slob Olympics, now maybe some people do, but I have spent, other than the time I sleep, less than an hour a day in the room. I mean, you're just in there changing clothes, or if you have a refrigerator, getting something to drink out of the fridge or something. But like everyone is just constantly, like there's a big pool there at the Days Inn, and whether we're swimming or not is irrelevant. That's, like that's where we probably would tend to hang out, right there around the pool. If you just come to the Days Inn, you'll see us, I'm sure.
Now, I've heard from several people that, especially during March and April, which is when college spring break is, that the police presence there is overwhelming and also not good. So what is your thoughts on, first of all, no one's ever been arrested at Slob Olympics, I don't think.
No, just Slob softball.
Right. What are the chances, if we're doing odds here, that somebody gets arrested this year? Because honestly, last year in Charleston, at Isle of Palms, nobody messed with us.
Yeah.
Nobody messed with us in Pigeon Forge.
If it is spring break going on when we're there, I think that may actually lower our odds of getting into trouble, because I feel like we would stand out less.
Because we're older.
Yeah, like Pigeon Forge in particular. Like like none of us did anything wrong, but like we stood out like sore thumbs there.
Yeah.
It was snowing and we were outside running around like maniacs. It was 15 degrees. We were in that indoor pool thing. People were coming off and on of that elevator and looking at us like, what in the actual fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
like
Jay was playing his radio out in the parking lot.
Yeah. Even in Atlanta, even though we were running around in the middle of the street looking ridiculous, like there was other people just like remember the guy walking down the street like with the boombox and dressed like Flavor Flav?
Yeah.
Like there's just weird shit happening in Atlanta like that anyway. But like Isle of Palms, we stood out, and Pigeon Forge, we stood out, and we'll still stand out at Panama City. But if it is spring break going on there, like I feel like the police would have a lot of other things to do than harangue us, I think. I hope.
I think you're right, too. I do think that we have more of a chance of having some sort of police interaction this year than any other year.
Yeah.
For all the reasons you just stated. Well, now, Pigeon Forge might have been another candidate, but, I mean, let's be honest. Nobody was, it was literally 15 degrees.
Yeah, the cops weren't getting out of their car unless somebody got killed.
Right.
So.
But I said this I was actually a little bit worried last year about Charleston, just because I know the kind of place Isle of Palms is, right? And that now they didn't mess with us. Now, but there is a rule you can't drink on the beach in Isle of Palms.
Right.
Now, there were people doing that discreetly. But when I brought that up about Panama City, a couple of people told me, don't even do it. Try to do it discreetly. That this isn't South Carolina. Like they'll come over. So I'm just letting everybody know. Probably not a good idea to do that. I mean, you do what you want to do, and not show them your ID or whatever. But probably the best thing to do is just not break any rules, at least on the beach. That'd be my recommendation. From what I've heard. And it is a family event anyway. So that's probably why they don't mess with us.
What is there to do in Panama City Beach if you want to come a day or two early? Well, you can hang out with the rest of us that are going to be there a day or two early, or you can Google things to do in Panama City. But, I mean, it's a typical tourist beach town. So that's what there is to do. You know, putt, go-kart tracks, amusement parks, gift shops, tattoo parlors, whore houses, that kind of thing.
Oh, Mrs. Pete's getting a tattoo while we're there. She told me today.
You know what? That's funny. I know they've talked about that before, but when I went to Panama City for spring break 25 years ago, I didn't get a tattoo, but two of the people that went with us did get a tattoo down there. That's funny you bring that up. But does she know what she's getting one? Does she know what she wants already?
Yeah, and she was trying to tell me where she should put it, and she like pointed to her rib cage, and I go, well, nobody's going to see that,
right?
So why would you do that? Now, I would get a tattoo while I'm down there because I do want another one. The problem is it would take an entire day, and I'm not wasting an entire day in Panama City getting a tattoo. So
Jay said, "Girls tattoo trip."
Yeah. You know what? The tattoo probably won't happen, just like the girls' trip won't happen. You're right.
Oh, there's BA in the chat saying, yeah, Miss Pete, let's do it. I can tell you right now, the more y'all talk about it, the less chance there is of y'all doing it.
Yeah, it's definitely not happening now.
Yeah. I mean, y'all talked about doing it in Isle of Palms and it didn't happen, but y'all are, whatever. We all know how talking about. It's like, what's that expression? Like, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Like, they live by that.
Yeah. Well, I know Mrs. Pete lives by that. She loves planning shit way more than she likes actually doing what she planned to do. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, that's for real. But where y'all going on your girls' trip, by the way? Still waiting to hear that. Yeah. Y'all made a reservation yet, or you got some flights planned, or no?
Girls trip, Panama City Beach, March 1st through 3rd. Yeah.
Getting in trouble now. This does look like a solid list, though. D4 favored to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense. He's as far as the brains and the brawn, he's at the top of both of those charts. You know, I mean, he's pretty. Yeah. He's strong. He's, he can do the push-ups. He can the shot put. He's going to destroy that. And he's pretty smart too. You know, as far as the spelling bee and the trivia and all that. He's.
You know, I'm actually surprised he hasn't won yet.
Yeah.
He is like the full package. He's kind of like a big dog Brett.
Yeah.
Kind of contestant in my mind anyway. And also, I mean, he's the one that recommended the shot put, and he actually can do it. I mean, he's got a shot. Do you know a single person on the planet that owns a shot put other than D4?
No.
Not one. Like, you could talk to people like, do you own a football? Yeah. Doesn't mean they can play football. Do you own golf clubs? Yeah. Doesn't mean they can play golf. If somebody goes, I got a shot put, you go, that motherfucker knows how to do that.
Let me ask you this.
Because nobody does.
How far are you throwing that shot put?
That's a good question.
It's
well, first
pounds.
of all,
it's 8 pounds.
Why do I keep hearing different pounds? First of all, I thought it was 16, which is a regulation shot put. Then he told me 6. Now you're saying 8?
Well, he's what I was told is that he's got a woman's shot put, which is 8 pounds.
So it's half the weight of the normal shot put.
Yeah. Let's assume it's 8 pounds. How many feet do you think you can throw it?
I'm gonna say I could throw it 10 feet. But here's the thing: if you're throwing it like a baseball, I could throw that thing a lot further. But you got to shoot it off from your neck, from what I can see. Yeah. I listen to me. This is how sick I am. I went down a rabbit hole of watching shot put videos to try to figure out what the fuck I was doing.
Oh my God.
What a mistake that was. I mean, if you can do the shot put correctly, it's basically like splitting an atom. Yeah. I mean, there's so much involved in that. How you move your legs, you twist your hips, the whole thing. It's just, there's a lot going on there.
Now, we're not putting any rules in place as far as how people have to throw it. They can throw it any way they choose to, right?
Well, I don't know, because I think that
you can't throw it like a baseball. You'll never be able to use your arm.
I think you have to. There's rules to this shit. I'm telling you. I've watched the YouTube videos. There's rules to this shit. There's like a circle you got to be inside of. Like, there's only a certain amount of space that you're allowed to use. You have to be facing away from where you're throwing it prior to throwing it. You have to have the ball up on your neck.
Well, the only rule is that you have to stay inside of that circle. The reason they throw it that way is because it weighs so much, you can't throw it any other way. If you try to throw a shot put like a baseball, you'll never be able to pick up a pencil ever. Your arm will be dead
probably like snap your arm in half. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they throw it that way. But with an 8-pound ball, like in other words, can somebody granny shot that thing if they want to?
You know what? That's a great question that we need to figure out before this event.
I think we put no rules on it other than we're going to draw a circle like they have in shot put, and both your feet have to remain inside that circle. How you throw the ball is up to you.
All right. That's probably the better thing to do, actually.
Can employ different strategies. Like like with the shoe throw, you could pick your own shoe, and so that mattered. So we'll do that with the shot put. If you think you can throw that thing like a baseball, go ahead, but don't ever plan on using that arm again. I can tell you that now. If you want a granny do it like a free throw when you were a little kid or something with a basketball, you can do that. If you want to try to do it the real shot put way, you can do it like that. We'll just say you have to stay inside the circle. That way we don't have to try to say, well, he didn't do it right.
That's a good idea. And also, I think we have to set this too. You can't use any contraptions. Like, in other words, like, you can't get one of your old pair of tidy whities out of your drawer and put the shot put in that and sling it around like a slingshot. No. You got to. It's got to be in your hand and you throw it. So, however you choose to do that, I guess, is up to you.
Right. But you can't bring a cannon and shoot it out of there.
Yeah.
Even though you might want to.
Yeah, cannon.
But you said you think you could throw it about 10 feet. That's about what I was thinking. I was thinking there's no way I'm throwing that thing any more than 15 feet at the most.
I'm saying 10 feet conservatively, too. I don't even know if I could do that because I've never thrown one. I have no idea what to expect with that.
Yeah.
8 pounds, you say?
It's either 6 or 8. So now I don't know.
Either way, listen. If you handed me a 6-pound weight and an 8-pound weight, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So it doesn't really matter as far as that goes. But I'm saying probably about 10 feet. Now, what do you think? How far will D4 throw it? I mean, he's the shot putter. Like, literally nobody else on this list other than D4 has ever thrown a shot put.
25 feet? Yeah, that's
25 feet. God damn.
I think
that's a long way.
Feet. I bet he could throw 25 feet. Think about it this way. you talked about not knowing the difference between like 6 and 8 pounds, and we were talking about bowling earlier. When you go to the bowling alley, 6 pounds is the lightest ball they have.
That's like a kid's ball.
Yeah, that's the lightest ball they have at the bowling alley is 6 pounds. I don't know if I can throw that thing 10 feet. Now, this is different because it's smaller and more. This is smaller and denser, and it sort of fits in the palm of your hand. It's not a bowling ball, but that gives you an idea of the weight of this thing.
Now, I will tell you this. If I did it like the traditional shot put way that like they do in the Olympics and shit, I wouldn't be able to throw that thing probably like more than 4 or 5 feet probably.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm able to do something different, I might be able to throw it further than that. Well, I know I can, but how far, I don't know.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
There's a lot of people that are concerned about this event, actually, injury-wise.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to tear their arm up trying to throw it like a baseball.
Well, I'm not even talking about the person throwing it. I'm talking about somebody getting hit with it, which...
Well, that'd be their own fault for not getting the fuck out of the way.
Well, that's what I said, too. I think the best thing to do during that event is not have, people... Like, in other words, like last year when we did the bat spin deal, there's people on the sides... looking and spectating and videoing or whatever. This event is not a one to do that in. Stay behind whoever's throwing the thing, because the last thing we need is somebody get knocked upside the head with a goddamn 8-pound cannonball.
Right.
And almost die like TK did last year.
D4 says if he doesn't throw it at least 40 feet, he's going home.
40 feet?
Bang.
No, stop it. What is the world record? What's the world record shot put like distance?
I have no idea.
It ain't 40 feet, is it? No, they throw that thing like 10 feet, don't they?
Mm-mm. Well, here, I'll just look.
Yeah, look.
Shot put world record.
40 feet, man. You throw 40 feet, I'm going to get in my car and go home. 74 feet is the record? You got to be shitting me.
77.3 feet.
What? 77 feet?
Yeah, last May. Oregon's Ryan Crouser sets new shot put world record at 77.3 feet.
That's the most unbelievable thing I've heard all day.
Ryan Crouser.
77 feet? Do you know how far that is? Jesus Christ. Well, I do believe that now that D4 can throw it 40 feet. If the world record's 77 feet, I think he can throw at least half that far.
I got a video of this guy, Ryan Crouser. Here we go.
All right.
Champion at Crouser. I'm the world champion in the shot put, but still only number 2 on the world ranking.
Holy shit.
Well,
he almost hit a home run.
He almost threw that thing out of the park.
In that growl that followed.
And he looks like a slob too. Shit.
You
know what? Fuck it. I'm saying I could throw at least 25 feet. Then.
In the second round.
I'm changing my estimate.
That's unreal, man. That is unreal. Yeah, it's where it hits the ground, Jay. Which will be easy to tell since we're doing it in the sand. We'll be able to see the divot. Even if it hits and bounces or rolls or whatever, we'll be able to see where it hit. Yeah.
Well, I think I asked D4 that, and he said that I think it's where it ends up, not where it lands. Would you say where it lands?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nate makes a good point. Look up the women's world record because you know there's women that throw it farther than we do.
Yeah. Well, anybody who throws a shot put in a competition throws it farther than me. I don't care what gender they are. That's for sure. Do they complain about throwing it before they throw it?
22.63 meters.
This is the United States, sir. We don't use the metric system. Stop talking about meters.
74 feet.
Yeah. That's insane. If you would have asked me before you looked that up, I would have told you the world record was like 28 feet. I'm serious.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's end this poll and get out of here. The people have voted, And TK will win the staring contest, says 55% of the chat.
You said it would be close, and it was.
Yeah, 55 to 44. The people agree with you. You can't beat a woman in the staring deal. We're going to find out. If there is somebody who can beat a woman in the staring deal, it's Millis, though. So we'll see. We'll find out. But it's going to be great. It's going to be interesting. They can't stand each other, which is what makes it even better. So we'll see. But that is going to wrap it up for tonight's show. We have one more Lunch Money show before the Slob Olympics. So if any other questions or concerns arise regarding the Slob Olympics, we'll address those next Monday. But I think we pretty much got everything nailed down. We know where we're staying. We know what the events are. We've got the odds. We know where we're going to eat after the Slob Olympics Saturday night. Everybody knows where to go and what time and all that. I think we pretty much got it all nailed down. If you do have any questions or you want more details or whatever, feel free to email me. My email is in the description of every single video I post or upload. And I have had 3 or 4 people email me with some Slob Olympics questions, and I've returned all the emails. So if you have a question, feel free to reach out and email me, and we'll get back to you. But Pete, what you got going on the rest of the week?
Tomorrow night's a very, very special episode, the 100th episode of the ACC show.
And when that episode goes live tomorrow night, will Florida State be in the Big Ten?
No, that doesn't happen until next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. You got to wait one more week for that.
Twitter is running rampant with the Florida State to the Big Ten routine. So I can't wait to find out how that ends. I have a feeling I know how it'll end. Next Tuesday. But anyway, so y'all check Pete out tomorrow night on the ACC show and the midday show, right?
Well, no midday show Wednesday. I won't be home, but Friday, yes.
All right, and that's on Pete's second channel. The link to Pete's second channel is in the description of this video. So if any of y'all haven't subscribed to Pete's second channel for his midday show, make sure you check that out. The link is in the description. I will be on for the call-in show tomorrow night and Thursday night at 9 p.m. So give me a call. We'll talk some college football. And like I mentioned, we'll be back here next Monday night, me and Pete, again at 10 p.m. for the Lunch Money Show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, no, real quick before I get off here. Congratulations to Ballard for being the biggest slob in this list. Thank you.
Yeah. Ballard with the worst odds of all. All right. I hope everybody enjoys their week and have a good morning.